Hey, everybody. Sorry that I'm late. Um, so today's stream topic is Hurricane Helene. There's a guy on YouTube. I think his channel name is called Geo World, and let me just look it up real quick. He did in-depth analysis of what actually happened. Oh, hey, hey, JR. No. Hmm. Anyhow, I wanted to share his channel with you guys because he's a geologist, and he has some really interesting um, facts and figures about what actually happened in North Carolina. The guy's name is Philip.
Oh, these folks cannot be forgot about this guy.
Oh, excuse me. Where did you go, Philip? I think his last name is Tate, but that's his channel isn't named after him. Go to my library here. Where did you go, Philip? There. Oh, his channel is named the Geo Models. And he goes through and he shows that, what actually happened is that it wasn't a mudslide. He said it was actually a debris flow. At Buck Creek, the debris flow was 2 miles long. And I just think that is really interesting to show what actually happened. That we have this hurricane that everybody thinks that was a mudslide, but it wasn't mud, it was rocks. And it started way up the mountain, and as it flowed down, another debris flow joined with that one, and he showed where when it joined together, it went up the mountain and curved like 30 feet up. So I would strongly suggest that you go and look at his channel, because he shows just really interesting facts from on the ground of what happened. And he doesn't get into that, the government failed them. He just shows what physically happened. And I just think that is something that we really need to see, to see what really happened. Because, and he said that these type of debris flows happen in that area periodically. He said, although the last one happened there over 100 years ago. He said, so nobody that lives there currently has ever experienced it and would not have known how to prepare for it. He said, washed away whole sections of roads. Just baffling to think that the whole section of road could be washed away. Not just little sections, the entire road for like 2 miles at a time. Hey, laugh. But the, the geo models on YouTube, he shows he's a geologist, and he goes on the ground and shows what actually happened. He walks along the debris flows and shows where stuff went. And he doesn't get into, that FEMA wasn't there, which FEMA was there, but they were in a parking lot, and then they just packed up and left. The FEMA administrator testified last week that she did not know that her supervisors were telling people that if they have a Trump sign in their yard, don't even go and talk to them. She said she did not know that was going on, which I find that ridiculous, because the policy in a department starts from the top and flows down. And how can you have it where the head of the department doesn't know that her supervisors were informed that if they had Trump signs in their yard, just don't talk to them, because they are non-confrontational department, which is a load of BS. Because their job at FEMA stands for Federal Emergency Management Association Administration. And it's their job when there's a natural disaster they're supposed to pre-position housing, which they didn't do. They're supposed to pre-position supplies, which they also didn't do. They were threatening to arrest local people that were helping, you know, other individuals. Just beyond crazy, you know. And I'm glad that they were found out, but I don't think nothing's going to be done about it. But, you know, Trump is coming into office in a month, so about a month, January the 20th. But it's just beyond crazy that this department that's supposed to be there to help each other, you know, help our citizens, instead they took in they took $100 million out of their budget and paid illegal aliens hotel rooms and food in New York. That's not their job. That is not their job. You know, illegal aliens showing up in New York is not a emergency management situation. It's not a natural disaster, which I really hope that things they get to the bottom of that, change laws, make it so that that can never happen again, because it's just very, very sad and should not have ever happened. You know, emergency management means a declared natural disaster. Paying illegal aliens hotel rooms in New York City is not a natural disaster. It's just not. So I would encourage everybody to go to Philip's channel, the Geo Models, and when you see from on the ground what happened, and then he goes and he does drawings of where it started and where it ended up, and he just provides a lot of actual information. Because the supervisors at FEMA were telling the workers on the ground, if they have a Trump sign in their yard, do not talk to them. So they would set up in a parking lot and then stay there for a little while and then go to another parking lot. It just bizarre. And then the one girl said that she actually had her house was falling down around her, and the FEMA worker called her and said, "We can't go any farther. The sign says road closed." And she said she told her, "Just go around the sign. I am not where the road is closed. You can get to my house." And they said, "No, we were instructed if there's any road closed signs that we are to turn around and leave. I hope you get the help you need. Bye," and left. It's just so disgraceful to treat our citizens like this. Right. You know, the whole thing with FEMA is they are supposed to be colorblind to politics. They're supposed to come and ask you what help you need. And had this guy that owns a package delivery service puts packages on drones and flies them up into the mountains. He was putting supplies on the drones instead and flying it up and putting it in people's driveways. The Secretary of Transportation told him if he didn't stop that he would be arrested because he needed to have the person's name where it was being delivered, their address, and a phone number. And the guy said he told him there's no cell service up there right now. And he said these people don't have anything. And he told him that if he didn't stop, he would be arrested. Just failure after failure. And it's just like, gosh, how could you sit there and threaten to arrest the person that's helping people that their house was washed away, their car was washed away? Yeah. Um, there's also the race car driver Cletus McFarland. He has a charity that he operates called Tail Drop. That when there's natural disasters like this, that he goes in and he takes helicopter loads of stuff and he lands in the street and he puts it on the corner that's closest to where the person's house is. And they called him and told him that they was going to arrest him, and he said, bring it on. He said, bring it on. He said, I'm here to help these people because you won't. Yeah, Cletus flies a white helicopter. But it's just disgraceful how they were treated. All right, that's all I got for you today. Sorry I was late. I had my aide showed up late, so my hands were kind of tied on that. So I will be back on tomorrow. Talk to you all then. Black helicopter. Right. Yep. And the one county official said that the Secretary of Transportation called him and told him that he needed to cease and desist. And he said, hey, I'm an elected official and these are my friends. If you think you're going to stop me, you better bring a bunch of friends because I'm going to help my people. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.